Hey everyone, Pedram from Kolena here. Just built this lease audit agent for a client. They needed to do about 200 lease audits for this property that they just acquired. They expected to take this about 50 hours of manual extraction. We'll get this done within 2 minutes using the lease audit agents here. What you're looking at are the two agents that work hand in hand. The lease audit agent is typically meant for multifamily asset managers, third-party property managers that basically manage large properties, over 100 unit residential properties, multifamily properties. What we can do here is simply use the first agent right here, the 1 out of 2 lease extraction agent. Many things that you can do here. Very quick kind of description of the agent is that if I open one of the leases that I dropped here, you can just go ahead, drag and drop your lease here and start querying that lease document. In my case, this is something that I wanted to extract from the lease. There are a couple of prompts that I've set up. So 3 prompts over here. The first prompt is basically trying to extract the unit information. This is something that if you're doing it manually, it will take you a while. Whereas using the agents here, you can do so within maybe a couple of seconds, saving a lot of time here using the prompts. I've described what I'm trying to extract from this document to the prompt. The prompt gives back to me a table in this format. And this happens again in seconds. You also get the reasoning of how it came to this conclusion, where it found the information. You also have citation right next to it, where it takes you to the exact page where that information was found. Now, this is just one piece. You can use this as a repository. You can drop all leases from one property or multiple properties at the same time on this agent, but it will do the extraction. And at the end, it will create a rent roll of these documents. So first and foremost, we're not even into the lease audit yet, and we have a rent roll generated from this agent. So the way the rent roll looks like is this view here. It gives you an Excel rent roll with all the information that you're looking for, or basically whatever you extracted. We're not limited to the extractions that I rolled. You can be creative with it. You can set up your prompts in a way that reflects your type of rent roll. But let's say you are done with the rent roll here. You want to go back to the agent and do a lease audit. So in the case of lease auditing, typically after acquisition, people receive an existing rent roll. You can use the first agent to build your rent roll, and then the second agent to put these 2 rent rolls together and run an audit on them. So what you can do is you can simply drag and drop your documents here. For example, just to show you how it looks like, if I grab a rent roll here, drop it onto the agent, we'll open a upload box. We'll do 2 files, but I've already done it. So I'm going to show you the output. What happened was once I uploaded the 2 files, you can see that same as the lease extraction agent, I do have a lot of prompts here set up myself. Again, takes a while to go over, let's say 16 pages of rent roll and extract each and every line item. Extraction happens within seconds. And you can see the entire rent roll in an extracted way right here, also in a tabular format. So you can pick and choose how your output should look like. And this is how I set it up myself. And then you can take all this information and plug it back into a template, or just look at it in a kind of simple PDF format right here. I would like to have this in a template because I do some formulas and basically local logic there. What I did was I hooked up my lease audit template. Let's say your business already has a template. I hooked it up to this. And what I can do is I can go to this instance of the agent and I can download it basically by clicking on the download button, extract all the information, put it into a template, and then I'm good to go. And this is the output. So what it did was it created, or basically it populated this template using the information that was extracted from both the rent roll and the lease extractions that we did with the first agent. Very simple. You have the lease data, you have the rent roll data. Again, this could be your template getting populated. This is for just demo purposes, but the audit is happening here. Any missing or differences, variations in security deposit, let's say start date, end date, will be all flagged here. Also, you have the rent roll information on the right side populated. So all in all, you can extract information from your leases, you can extract information from the rent roll, you can audit, and you can use your own template to get a view on this audit. And that's pretty much a quick intro to Kolena, and in this case, lease audit agents.